Alrighty, everybody, welcome to Casual Sports Talk Podcast, Eastern Conference NHL edition. And now we got a gentleman right over here who will always say, "Go Blue Jackets," that is. Here's Chris.
Dang straight. Blue Jackets are looking, I mean, they're on the outside right now of the wild card, but they're only, I think, 4 points back. So hopefully they can do it. Yeah, let's go Blue Jackets.
Let's go, Blue Jackets. Let's go. And now we got a gentleman right over here who's hoping that the Yzerman plan can finally work after 10 years and not make it a postseason. Here's Douglas.
Well, unfortunately, the Blue Jackets are making it close. There's a few teams, the Capitals are making it close, so we got to play good hockey here. Maybe we'll make a move at the deadline. We just called up my, I guess it was like my elementary school, buddy might be a strong word, but like we knew each other. Dominic Shine just went back to the Red Wings yesterday, I think, so good for him. Maybe he'll help them make that playoff push that we're all desperate for.
Yeah, that might be an interesting one indeed on this one. And gentlemen, I guess start off before we get to start about the 16 teams in the Eastern Conference. What is your thoughts about this NHL season right over here? This has been a nail biter. I like to say it.
I mean, I'm very surprised. I haven't really been following hockey too closely. I looked at the standings for the first time today, and I'm very surprised that the Devils and the Rangers are at the bottom of the Eastern Conference. That's mind-blowing.
Well, and it's weird that the Florida's down there.
Yeah, because the Rangers, they Artemi Panarin. I know they traded him away to the Kings. The Panthers, they have Sergei Bobrovsky. Yeah, how are the Panthers? What, they won the cup last year, and now third worst in the conference. So man, yeah,
it makes sense for this. It makes sense for the Panthers because, like I said, it's like tough to go like 3 Junes and then you still keep that momentum. It's very hard. I mean, it's the same thing with Tampa Bay. You can't keep that momentum growing right over there. But Rangers, I guess we can start it off with the gentleman with the New York Rangers, who've been sucking a little bit of ass this season. Bottom right over here, worst team, probably the Eastern Conference Finals. Pretty bad. The last 10 game straights. Look at that ugly. Look at that.
In their defense, too, they did send a letter out to their fan base saying, "Yo, we're rebuilding." Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about this. They literally sent a letter that said, "Yo, dudes, we ain't doing it."
Oh, gee, you know what? I'm going to tell you something, Douglas. I got this letter right over here. I got this beautiful letter where I can send it to you talking about this sorry-ass team, and we can read it out here. And I will put in the beautiful right over here. Do you see this gentleman right over here? Where it's like, "Dear to our fans, we want to let you know this moment for our loyalty and passionate fan base. We want to let you know that your disappointment of this season is gone at this point. Dun-dun-dun. We know the frustration and nothing more deliver the ice product that you're proud of. We will drive every day. No one in this organization is happy with this has transpired. For management, coaches, and players over the last few years, we have some successes in the moment to cherish, but ultimately, it was not the end goal. We are working realistically every day to bring the Stanley Cup back to New York because that's what the fan base deserves. That's not going to happen this season. I'm sorry. Stop this.
Obviously not this season, but I mean, I do respect them for sending out the letter, though. Like, I respect the level of transparency where it's like, we suck, we know we suck. Like, because I would prefer my team did that rather than say, "Oh, we're gonna do it. We just got rid of our best player, but we're doing it."
Oh, wait till the end part right here was we're going to start a new strategic plan that will continue to play hard, pride and passion of our fans. We appreciate the unwilling support of Rangers and more the describing, and thank you to all of our organization. To you begin with some plans in late coming weeks and months. Rangers fans. What are you going to change this? I'm just saying. This team is dog shit. Let's be honest. This team is dog shit. It is garbage right over here. And you're telling me that, like, you're going to change the course? It's like saying that, everything is fine. Nothing is wrong. I know you appreciate the fan base. How would you feel if the Red Wings did that? Be like, well, we're gonna have the James plans, so everything's gonna be better.
Well, I mean, I can tell that you're
Let
mocking it too, but I already told you how I'd feel about it.
Everything's
I'd rather
fine.
the team do this.
Oh,
Like
you
I
know
would,
what?
I would much
I'll be
prefer my
chill with you.
team
I'll be like,
tells me, "Hey, we're gonna suck."
you're not gonna be like me, where it's just like this team's fucking ass. You guys are dog shit. The fucking team can't do shit.
So,
Or
Stu,
fucking
the year that the
freshmen.
Pistons lost 28 straight games, I would have appreciated this letter that's like, "Hey guys, like hold in there, we're almost there. Like just wait." But like we lost 28 straight, and it was kind of like, we hate losing."
Oh,
Like,
you
I don't
didn't
know.
like
Like I know that
your
they suck, but like it's nice to hear them acknowledge that they suck.
You didn't like when your GM was like, hold the course, everything is fine. I know it's a little bit tough. Hold the course, everything. It's like when the iceberg hit the Titanic. It's like, hold the course, everything is fine. You don't need to panic, everybody. Everything is good. I mean, you're starving for your Wingdings sponsors because you never got any Wingding sponsors. Oh yeah, if you remember that, Chris, they got sponsored by Wingdings. The Wingstop or whatever, the chain, and if the Pistons would have won a game, they would have gotten free wings. And that was when the 23 game losing streak happened for the entire month. So no wings for you.
No, we don't like
SpongeBob
wings.
meme. Yes, apparently you don't like wings. But let's be honest. This is like a complete disaster right now. Look at this. In the last 20 games, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games. 6 games, sir. And you lost to the Blue Jackets. There's no repairing. This is all my Rangers. This is, Urinating Tree is making fun of the Rangers right now and is all on my Rangers series right now on YouTube. Oh, this is like quiet and everything right here, gentlemen. But do you have any final thoughts on the Rangers?
Nope, just more or less. I'm shocked that they're taking hold of the worst place in the Eastern Conference right now.
Yeah, hopefully they're trading up some good prospects.
Yeah, I hope so too. But it's like, it's not looking good. It is not looking good in Rangers fans. And then we got to talk about another sucky ass team who went from making a postseason to sucking ass right over here. The New Jersey Devils, who deviled their way into a failure right over here, who have only won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games. Look at that. They had a 5-game losing streak until they beat the Blues. So, gentlemen, do you have any thoughts on the New Jersey Devils from going from best to ass?
Yeah, I don't follow them too closely, so I have no comment about the New Jersey Devils. No, sir.
I really don't know what's going on there, if I'm being honest, too.
Yeah, right.
I mean, obviously a big disappointment, but I don't know. Were they good last year? Were they in first last year?
They made a postseason last year, if I remember correctly. They were 1 and done, and it's kind of like a little bit of like, and then they just kind of went. Yeah, I think a lot of it's kind of been like the goofball right over here of a team. You know what I mean? I mean, granted, there is a lot of surprises, I feel like, in this NHL season compared to like in this Eastern Conference, like everybody's up for grabs, unless you're the fucking Rangers who suck ass. But everybody else has been like, kind of been a little bit like this team has not been great. They've been struggling a lot this season. We'll see if they can do there. They got, we'll see how the team, they got Trinak, but like it's not looking great. It's not looking great this season.
Yeah, the Devils finished 3rd in the Metropolitan Division last season, and then they lost 4-1 in the opening round to the Carolina Hurricanes.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy. They literally had a good October, and then it's just like, look at that stats. Look at those losses. Got a bunch of fucking losses at the end. It's kind of like, we're doing good.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like hockey is one of those where it's like the margins are so thin too, where it's like, you just get cold at the wrong time, like the Red Wings have over the last multiple seasons, and You can go from good play. Like if right now, if the Red Wings lost 5 straight, they would go from 3rd or 4th in the East, probably out of the playoffs. Like you don't have room right now to lose 4 or 5 straight and stay in the hunt. Well, I mean, you can stay in the hunt, but you're not going to stay in your spot. Like we lose 4 straight, the Blue Jackets are coming quick, or the Capitals.
I mean, yeah, there's 22 games roughly for each team in the rest of the season, and technically the Rangers still and the Devils, Panthers, they all still have a shot. And like Doug said, yeah, close margins here.
I mean, I will say it. I think everybody has a 25%
of the season to go.
I will say this: everybody got a shot except for the fucking Rangers because they're just dog shit right now.
Well, right now the Devils are actually beating the Panthers 3-1.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I guess we could talk about the Panthers right over here, gentlemen.
I'll say the Panthers will be the more interesting because they've won the last 2 Stanley Cups, going for a 3-peat.
Yeah, I think the problem is okay, and this is like my opinion why the Panthers are just kind of like struggling. And this is like my opinion. It's like it's hard. Number one, it's hard to go back to back to back to back to back and be still this successful. Like, for instance, right over here, the Blue Jackets, the Red Wings, they were done in April. Let's be honest. They got done in April, and they got 6 months to prepare versus like the Panthers. They literally got done in late June around my birthday, and they got 4 months to prepare, get back, and they've been constant. They've been to 3 Stanley Cup. They made it to 3 Stanley Cup finals, won 2 Stanley Cups. It's hard to keep that momentum right over here. Yeah, I mean, look at what happened to the Lightning right over here. Granted, the Lightning are looking good. They're looking fantastic right now. Kina Kucherov is looking amazing, but it's been a little bit hard. It's hard to keep that momentum right there. And then also, like, there's been a couple of injuries that's been, like, hurting the Panthers right now.
Well, and I'm hearing that they might be trading Bobrovsky, too. I think they've kind of realized that they might need to do a soft retool. They're considering a lot of options, so definitely probably one of the bigger disappointments in the NHL this year, I would say.
Yeah, but I will say, can you trade Bobrovsky to the Blue Jackets? Bring him back.
Bring him back. Hey, that'd be sweet because we're biased towards the Blue Jackets, but it'd be cool to get Bobrovsky over to the Tampa Bay Lightning, keep him in Florida, but give him to a better team at the moment, the Lightning.
I mean, he was part of Columbus.
Well, yeah, that's why I said, we like the Blue Jackets. Well, I do. So yeah, the bias would be amazing to get him back to the Blue Jackets, but realistically, did he enjoy his time as a Blue Jacket? I mean, he was probably the best goaltender in the NHL when he was with the Blue Jackets. I know we were the 8th. I forgot what season it was, but we were the 8th seed going against the 1 seed, the Tampa Bay Lightning, and we swept them. So yeah, thank you, Sergey, for that series win.
Oh, that was a beautiful series. Like I think the Tampa Bay Lightning only had one period. They had like one period where in the lead the whole time. Let's go. But unfortunately, I feel like the Panthers are kind of in this mid. I think they're in this football. It's the rebuilding year. It's going to be tough. I mean, they got Matthew Tkachuk, but like I said, maybe they can do it Lightning and just like have like one bad bounce back and then they just can come back next year. You know what I mean? Like maybe they can have that little bit of that bounce back, that bounce down to bounce back right over here. I mean, it is kind of crazy. Like looking their stats right over here. They're looking okay a little bit like in the series, but still it's like there's not a lot of like Boston may be okay. Winnipeg is okay. Minnesota's okay. Washington's in the bubble. I mean, you did beat Buffalo, but I was kind of around Colorado's okay. They're good. And then Carolina, who's like the Buffalo Bills of the NHL, but they're doing okay. I mean, it's like, but I definitely do feel like there's some improvements right over here. I mean, you are 30, 27-3, but we'll see how this goes. And then we're down to 3 teams right over here. We got another one. Let's not believe in 3 things in life, Christopher. I've always said it right over here. My favorite of all making laughs and laughing and lolling so much is to laugh at the Toronto Maple Leafs because this year They are ass. And they're continuing their tradition since 1967 of not winning a Stanley Cup and probably never going to win a Stanley Cup.
I mean, just because they're currently out of the playoffs doesn't mean they're ass. They have 64 points. They're only 7 points out of the final wild card spot. They're not out of it.
Oh, good for you, Toronto. I'm
so curious how your tone is on the Blue Jackets too, because they're like 5 points out.
Yeah, right.
Like you're the 2 points ahead of the Maple
then,
Leafs.
you're not in the playoff picture.
There's some hope. There's some hope and optimism in Columbus, unlike Toronto.
There's hope and optimism in Toronto too. They have Austin Matthews.
There is no hope and optimism. Do you want to do a $5 bet that Toronto's not making the postseason? I'll put a $5
I'm not doing
bet.
that bet, but you just like, oh man,
Douglas,
like they suck ass.
Douglas,
it's like they're not out of it. Like, what do you mean?
Douglas, do you want to do a $5 bet right now, sir?
If it was either like the Blue Jackets or the Maple Leafs, sure. If neither of them make it, the bet's void.
I'm going to say the Toronto Maple Leafs will not make a postseason.
I don't think either of them or the Blue Jackets will make it, unfortunately.
And I would say, okay, we'll make a neutral bet. I'm going to say the Jackets will make a postseason, and the Toronto Maple Leafs will not make a postseason.
All right, so I would bet you 5 that the Maple Leafs make it and the Blue Jackets miss. That's fine.
Okay, and so, if one of them, and we'll call it like a switch neutral if like one of us is, if we're half right.
Sounds good. Deal.
Let's go. But yeah, I mean, Toronto has been kind of like, I like to make my joke about like, Christopher, you shouldn't believe in things that are like not true, like the Tooth Fairy, Santa Claus, the Eastern Bunny, or the Toronto Maple Leafs doing well in the playoffs or a regular season now.
You just said playoffs too.
Postseason. They are not going to make a postseason. God damn it!
You just said playoffs.
They are not going to make a playoff. They are not going to make no playoffs. I will not see Austin Matthews making a postseason. I don't care. They're going to have to retool the team. This team is dog shit. And how are you going to do? They're not going to make it. They're not going to make it. I don't care that they're above 500. I don't care that it's Max Dunning has the most penalty maxes. I don't care that Austin Matthews scored 26 goals. Oh, I'm so scared of Toronto. Oh, I'm so scared.
Hey, you know what? Austin Matthews won the gold medal in the Olympics. How about the Toronto Maple Leafs? They win the Stanley Cup, and then Austin Matthews can hoist Lord Stanley. So let the Canadians win the NHL championship.
No, that's going to be his only highest achievement when his career's done. I will bet $5 that Austin Matthews with the Toronto Maple Leafs will never hold Lord Stanley. I'll put $5 on it. Christopher, do you want to do a $5 bet?
I said Austin,
as long as he's part of as long as he's part of the Toronto Maple Leafs, will never hold Lord Stanley when she's a part of the Toronto Maple Leafs.
I'm not going to take that bet. I'd have to do a little research. Let's see.
You don't trust it because you know it's facts. Facts.
No, I'm looking at Austin Matthews' age. He's 28 years of age.
10 years. He ain't Lord Stanley with the Leafs. He's probably going to hold Lord Stanley with another team.
Yeah.
Like the Red Wings, baby.
Yeah.
No. You know what's so funny, Douglas? How do you feel? Like, I talk so much shit about this team. Week in, week out. But I'm right all the time about this team.
So I'll just humbly remind you of the Chiefs and the Cowboys first.
How dare you? This is an NHL podcast.
So, Stu, I feel like you make me feel like I almost have to defend these teams. Like, I don't even really care if I hope the Maple Leafs don't win because they're rivals to the Red Wings. But now I have to root for them because you're shit talking them so much. You're making me root for trash teams.
Am I not wrong? They choke and miss, and they choke postseason. It is like, I'm sorry, Leafs fans. This is like child abuse. If you raise your children to be Leafs fans, this is elder child abuse. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, in Canada, I would say you're probably right. Probably it's written into the law.
Yes. I'm sorry that sometimes, like, I'm turning blue, just like the Leafs. My choking hazard. Anyway, do you have any final thoughts on me shit talking the fucking Leafs?
No, Stu. No. Austin Matthews will prove you wrong, and this will go viral.
Austin Douglas, do you want to do a $5 bet that Austin Matthews will never hold a load Stanley against the Leafs? I would do another $5.
No, I mean, I'm not putting money on the Leafs winning the Stanley Cup, but if I'm going to put $5 on that, I'll put it on them to like win next year's cup. Probably be like 100 to 1, net me $1,000, not 5.
You know it's true. You know it's true, Douglas. You know there's no hope for this fucking dog shit of an organization.
You're probably right. So I mean, they probably have to rebuild, but you never know. I mean, what was the 2019 that the Blues went from worst to win the whole Stanley Cup?
Yeah, but it's
not about how you start the season, Stu. It's about how you finish it.
And you know what they finish every time? You know what they finish? Disaster. Disaster. Failures. You know. But anyway, we got to talk about another mid-team right over here. The Ottawa Senators, who I felt like it's like the young roster. People had like hope and optimism, and then they just kind of like fizzled out. I just feel like it's not been like a great. They have done well, but they're 6th in the Atlantic Division, and it's just kind of like man. It's kind of like that, you know. It kind of totally reminds me. They're like that one year when it was the Jacksonville Jaguars, and they had a good season, and then their season, and then the next year is just kind of like their young core just didn't do anything.
It's a bummer to see both Kachuk brothers outside the playoff picture, though.
It is crazy to think about it. Yeah, because the other Kachuk is part of the Senators, right?
Well, yeah, one's on the Senators, one's on the Panthers, so they're both outside looking in.
But look at this. They got a loss by the Red Wings because the Red Wings are better. This team is dog shit.
Oh, so look, they beat the Blue Jackets 4-1.
Well,
looks like the Blue Jackets are dog shit.
We're not. We are not. We're gonna make a postseason. God damn it!
Oh, so you're saying the Blue Jackets are gonna make the postseason?
I think we fired our coach. Don't.
I mean, yeah, the Blue Jackets are a hot team right now. The new coach has been amazing, but for them to, I mean, like I said, there's still 22 games left in the season. There's still a lot of puck to be played.
There's a lot of puck to be played, but we got to get back to the Ottawa Senators. We can agree, gentlemen. Ottawa Senators not making a postseason.
I mean, most likely not, but I mean, I don't think it's for certain. We got 22 games left from Brady Kachuk.
Kachuk is not going to do it. Kachuk is not going to do it. Brady.
Well, I think the hard part about the NHL is it's not a superstar league. Like the NBA, one player can take you to a deep run, but I think hockey and football show that you got to be deep.
Yeah, I feel like it's a very much, and I do kind of agree. I feel like hockey's very much a team sport. It's a very much a team sport. I mean, even
well, there's 4 lines in hockey. Correct me if I'm wrong, gentlemen.
Yes.
I think most teams go 3 or 4. It depends on the team. I think sometimes 2.
Whereas, like, you know, if you're the Los Angeles Lakers, you're gonna have LeBron play probably maybe 6 minutes out of a 12-minute quarter, roughly. So that's half the game. Whereas you're more likely you're not going to have. I mean, I think ice time players average 20 minutes for hockey, so that's a third of the game. So yeah, it's a different sport between hockey and basketball when it comes to star players.
Yeah, I mean, great one, Gretzky. I feel like it was like he needed his core. You know, I mean, he didn't win a cup in St. Louis. I mean, granted, he was great with the Blues, but he couldn't win that cup. But
I mean, I can think of very few instances where a star player alone takes a team to a championship in hockey, like if ever.
No, yeah, I kind of do agree.
I mean, you need top end talent, but you also need depth. Like Connor McDavid hasn't been able to get his team over the hump. It's great to see it.
Yeah, that's unfortunately true on that one. Indeed. But look at that. Do you have any final thoughts on the Ottawa Senators?
They're not out of it.
Yeah, I'd like to see a Kachuk in the playoffs. But
they're out of it, gentlemen. There's no hope.
They're not. On to the next team. Because they're not out of it, though. They're not out of it.
I think within 5 points. Like, that's a 1 week swing.
Yeah. Teams are playing on average three games a week, and if their opponent that they need to catch is going on a 3-game losing streak, and then they go on a 3-game winning streak, that's a difference of 6 points right there.
Okay, we'll see. Maybe I might be right. Maybe I might be wrong.
I mean, I doubt if the Senators going to make the playoffs, but they're not out of it.
Okay. But next, we got to talk about the Flyers. They're flying away, soaring to mediocrity. Oh, I just love Philly teams to just be mediocre. Oh, it feels so
Mediocre.
great.
They have 28 wins and 28 wins, 21 losses. That's 7 games roughly above 500. You got to figure in the overtime games, but
They don't. Flyers are not going to fly away. They're mid. This team is fucking mid. When I think of mid teams, when I think of fraudulent mid teams, I think of the Flyers. I think of the Eagles. I think of the 76ers. Well, I mean, the Phillies are good. But still, I just want to talk shit about this team because fuck Philly.
Strong words, Stu. Strong words.
Fuck Philly. I will tell you that. This team, I just don't. You know what? I'm happy. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 losses. It's dog shit. But yeah, I feel like Philly's not going to make a postseason. I feel like they're just kind of been like a little bit mid. I know they have a 3-game winning streak. They did beat Boston, but it's like, I mean, we'll see how they can do against the Mamas, which they should have been called the Yetis. I'm still saying it. Yetis would have been a cool name.
The Yetis?
Yeah. Utah Yetis? Mormon land?
Oh, now we're talking about Utah? Oh, yeah. I mean, even though they're in the West, yeah, I wish it was the Utah Yetis for sure, not the
I love the Seattle Kraken. Great name. I think that's a fantastic name. Port City, amazing name right there. Release the Kraken.
I think the Kraken is my second favorite name behind the Red Wings.
What about the Golden
Kraken's
Knights?
a great name.
So why are they called the Red Wings? Every time I think of the Red Wings, I think of that shoe store.
But I think this is their automobile, right?
Well, I mean, there's a whole history to it that I don't remember at the moment, but it started by like in the 1930s. I think it has something to do with a car, but I don't fully remember.
I mean,
it's a cool story, though. I remember it's a cool story, but I can't give you the deets.
I mean, granted, they are the original 6, so.
Mm-hmm.
Very true.
So, I mean, you got to keep the ready.
I think 11-time Stanley Cup champs, too, just so you know.
I think we're putting asterisks because there's only 6 teams. I'm just trying.
Stu. You can put an asterisk next to the Blue Jackets 0. Doesn't fucking matter.
We might have hope. Give me hopium. Hey, when it's a successful season, when we win a playoff series.
So, Stu, the Red Wings have won 5 Stanley Cups in our lifetime. Put an asterisk next to that.
Almost in 20 years. 20 years you haven't won a cup.
I mean, it's been 8. Yeah, I guess it is almost been 20. It's 18. It's 18, so check yourself.
Yeah, a lot of fucking cups. The Leafs, and they haven't done shit in 50 years, 60 years. They haven't done shit.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they won a shit ton of cups. Can they talk shit? No.
I feel like it's different. I mean, I guess it's been 20 years, but I mean, 5 cups in our lifetime, those 2? That's crazy.
I mean, I saw 3 Super Bowls in my lifetime as a Cowboys. I'm just saying.
Well, 6 more than 3.
That's true. Yeah. And some of the Red Wings came in this millennium. Your guys' was a different millennium, Stu. That's how long ago that was. A millennium ago.
You gotta trigger me on an NHL podcast? Why you gotta trigger me? Why? Why you gotta do this?
I'm sorry. I'll try to check myself.
We gotta talk about the Flyers. Okay, anyway, gentlemen, we gotta get back to the Flyers. So, is the Flyers gonna make a postseason? No.
Nah, probably not.
No.
I would say, nah, I can't say because the Blue Jackets are too hot. I was going to say the Flyers have a better chance of making the playoffs than the Blue Jackets, but
no,
I'm not saying that.
No, that's a terrible take.
I was kind of hoping that we'd have 2 or 3 Blue Jackets Wings games left, but I think there's only 1 on the docket.
No, but gentlemen, do you want to talk about the other team my favorite team, the team that I love, even though it's the most mediocre ass team of all, the least successful NHL team of all of America, the Columbus Blue Jackets. Let's go.
But like Chris has been saying though, man, like arguably the hottest team in the league. They've been on fire. They're making a run at it.
Look at this. Look at how many games in a row. Look at that. They had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games in a row. That's pretty impressive. Like they had a little bit of a struggle bus, but like in the mid part right over here in November. But look at this January. They're just getting hot. Like look at that. Like in January, like compared to like besides that 4-game loss, they've got hot right now. They've only had 3 losses right now. And it's kind of crazy because I think they fired their coach in mid-season. They did the blue strategy of just firing your coach right over here. I mean,
sometimes you need a change in voice to spark something.
Which is
The
always
X's
funny.
and O's might not change, but you just need to hear it from somebody else.
It's so funny because like in the NFL, 9 times out of 10, if you fire your coach, like your season's done. You're going to be bottom 10, bottom 5 worst teams in the NFL. NHL's like weird about that. NBA is kind of weird about that. You can fire your coach and like get like another coach at midway season and things change. You can flip it on a dime because it's a much more longer game, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, it's a long season too. Like sometimes it's just truly like the bounces are not going for you, and sometimes they do go for you. Like I mentioned the Blues earlier, but I mean they're one of the best examples of all time. Last in the entire NHL and like the start of the new year, I think, or somewhere around it to winning the Stanley Cup. Like, there's no way you have hope at that point in the season. There's no way you're sitting there thinking, "Wow, we're going to win the cup." Then they do it.
Like I said, another team that fired their coach halfway through the season, and look what that happened. They won a Stanley Cup because of that. Yeah, I mean, the power Gloria. It was the power of 2 things. It was this and the power Gloria right here that changed everything, made everything better. It was so much superior right over here. But Douglas, Christopher, we're biased Blue Jackets fan. We're thinking they're going to make a postseason. I think they were going to make a postseason.
I wouldn't say I'm biased. I mean, I'm pretty a level-headed guy when it comes to sports because I'm a Browns fan, and then the Blue Jackets. I Doug mentioned it, Stuart, you mentioned it. I saw an image the other day that it listed like out of all the 4 major sports here in the United States, the worst teams over time. Based on win percentage, and it was the Blue Jackets being the worst. So I don't expect anything from the Blue Jackets. This is very surprising that they're in the hunt. What I said, they're 3 points out of the wild card at the moment, chasing the Bruins and the Canadiens. Realistically, the teams they're trying to get they're trying to get the Bruins because the Canadiens are at 75 points, Bruins are at 71. Are they going to do it? Man, I don't want to be Mr. Negative, but I don't think the Blue Jackets are going to see postseason hockey.
I hope they make it over Boston. Fuck Boston.
Fuck Brad Marchand. But he's not with Boston anymore. He's with Florida, right? Maybe that's why Florida's doing so bad.
Either way, though.
That's why I feel like they should, I always joke, when you drive to Toronto, you should be like, welcome to Toronto, owned by Brad Marchand.
There you go. Trolled by Stuart Jasper.
You see, you didn't know I have my PhD in trolling USA.
And Canada still. You don't mess around.
Oh, you want to troll the United States, dude? We live here.
Oh, don't worry. I troll the Canadians. What do you guys have done in like 36 years, 33 years? No cups. No, I'm sorry. But these cups are empty right now because you haven't gotten any cups right now.
Has there ever been a Stanley Cup won in the state of Ohio?
Nope.
Oh, okay. That's cool. I mean, I wasn't sure. Didn't Cleveland used to have a team too? Like it wasn't.
Yeah, I believe it was the Cleveland Barons, but I don't think we got close. Well, we might have got close to the playoffs, or maybe in the playoffs. I don't think we got close to winning the cup.
I think we did win the championship. The Barons did, but it's the KHL. It's no one cares. But
no, like back in the day, it was the Cleveland Barons. They were in the NHL, but now the Cleveland Monsters, they're in the AHL. And we won it's called the Calder Cup. We won it back in 2016.
Oh, nice. The Grand Rapids Griffins.
Our American hero, Zach Rowinski, with the assist for the game-winning goal against Canada in the Olympics. He was on that Calder Cup champion team.
Heck yeah.
But you know what? You know what I gotta say to one thing? We're gonna win. We're gonna make a postseason. I have hope. I have my hopium. Let me get that oxygen mask right now. And I believe in the hopium right now. The Columbus Blue Jackets are gonna make it to the playoffs. And then we're gonna host Lord Stanley.
All right, still bet you $5 on that.
Yeah, I would bet $5 that's not going to happen.
What? What?
You
What?
said they're going to hoist Lord Stanley. I mean, as a Columbus fan, Ohio fan, that'd be amazing.
That would be. You would love that. You would love that, Chris.
I would love it. Like I said, it'd be amazing. But realistically,
and then the funny part is, I'll just be like, "Oh, Doug, so why you guys can't win a cup?"
My dad and grandpa always said, wish in one hand, shit in the other, and see what you get more of. So,
all right.
I mean, it'd be great if the Blue Jackets do hoist Lord Stanley, Zach Rowinski.
Okay,
like it said about Austin Matthews, being a gold medal winner, and then if he wins the cup, that'd be a long shot, but that'd be amazing.
That would be
also amazing. Brady Tkachuk has an assist for the Senators right now, and they're up 2-1 against the Edmonton Oilers.
Woohoo! But anyway, you know what? I think we have hope. I give myself hope.
I mean, I have hope too. But there's also a difference in reality about hope and being realistic.
I'm being realistic. I think we can come back, win a Stanley Cup.
Yeah, sure, still. Who's next?
Then I'm going to be like Douglas. So why is the Red Wings taking so long?
Dude, you know what's funny? The Red Wings will probably have another dynasty before that happens.
No. Everyone's going to be talking about they want to fire Stevie Y again. But anyway, we'll talk about the next team right over here.
Why did he just leave?
Oh, Stuart, come back!
Thank goodness. Now we get some level-headed opinions.
Well, transitioning from NHL to NBA, this Cavs Pistons game just got real close.
the Pistons, for whatever reason, they're an amazing fourth quarter team. Yeah. Like I think they lead the NBA in like wins and one-score games. Like they just somehow freaking know how to win these.
So unfortunately, I decided to be like the Rangers and boot myself out.
And went incognito.
Went incognito mode right over here. But next we got to talk about the Capitals, who's the most team that's on the bubble right now. Most right now. I mean, you got a lot of young players, but I always got to think about it. Is this going to be the last year for the great one right over here?
Oh, man, wow.
Oh, Wayne Gretzky's not playing anymore still.
Yes.
But what about the Russian one?
The grade 8?
Yeah.
Yes, the grade 8. This will probably be his last year. I mean, he is effective. I mean, if they win the Stanley Cup, I think he's got to retire. But like, I don't know, man. He's still, he can play hockey in your early 40s though, at like a fairly high level. People do it.
I mean, Gordie Howe played until he was almost 50.
Mm-hmm.
That was also that was a different era.
But still, like he played hockey, but I don't know. I mean, they did win a cup. So against, Alex Ovechkin did win a cup. So I'll give him credit for that. So I know he's now Mr. 900 goals in his career. Woo! Celebrate, kids. Goals now. Do.
He's got to stay to get 1,000. Come on, dude. What's he thinking?
Yeah, it's only like 2 or 3 more years.
Yeah, right.
Should he go for 1,000?
He did say, I forgot the team name, but he did say he wants to go back to Russia and play for one of the club teams after he's done with the NHL, so he could retire playing in Russia.
Oh, I respect that.
Mother Russia.
I mean, yeah, granted. Then it's a special hockey operation, like the military operation, right?
Oh, okay. I was trying to connect the dots there. I was waiting for the punchline.
Sorry, I had a political joke, okay?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure. I don't really, obviously, if I'm not following the NHL too closely, I'm not sure how the operation is for the Canadian Hockey League.
Well,
No, not the Canadian, the Russian Hockey League.
operation.
Canadian.
But
Yeah,
but
Russian.
I will say, I feel like that this team, it looks like this could be a mid. They could make the postseason. They could not. What do you think, Douglas? This is the most bubble team of all bubble teams. Will Ovechkin make a postseason for his final? Probably his final.
It's so hard. I mean, your gut tells you yes. Like I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. You have the grade 8 and possibly his final season. They'll figure out a way to get her done.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be the interesting part. Is like, can they make the postseason? Can they not make the postseason? This is like the one middle bubble team right over here. You know, I love Ovechkin. I love Alex Ovechkin. Probably one of the best players of this era. If I think of the 21st century, it's Ovechkin.
Yeah, Crosby might say something about that.
Oh, we'll get to that with Crosby.
I know we shouldn't really talk about rings or championships, but
I mean, the undoubted scoring champion, but I don't know. It'd be interesting if you would build a team. It's kind of like, I don't know. It's almost like a Steph versus LeBron type of debate where it's like there's merit to both sides of it.
I do like the way that I've seen Ovechkin play a couple times, and I do like the way that he can easily get open for the pass, for the shot, and he just rips that. He just rips it. He doesn't care who's in front of if there's someone in front of him. Let that player get hurt by his shot. But yeah, he's willing to just completely terrorize when it comes to the shot department. So yeah, if I was going to build a team around someone, Crosby or Ovechkin, I'd probably pick Ovechkin.
I mean, I'm trying to think. He has so far 24 goals this season, tied for 35. Look at that.
I wonder what his average shot per game is.
Oh God, points per game.
No, not
points.
It's probably shots.
I think his shot has to be like amazing.
I mean, I'll say he's got to be like a 3.5 type of guy. Like he's getting off some shots. 4.
The more shots you take, the more goals you're going to score.
Especially when you rip it as fast as he does.
Yeah.
It is crazy.
What's that miles per hour average on his shot?
It is still impressive that he still got 25 goals at age 40. Let's be honest. That's fucking impressive.
All right, so final thoughts on the Capitals. Are they going to make the playoffs? They're only 2 points out.
I'm going to say,
and I'd 100% rather. I know Doug said he'd rather see the Blue Jackets than the Bruins. I 100% would rather see the Capitals than the Bruins in the playoffs.
Yeah, I hope the Bruins have a fucking collapse. That's just my opinion.
Well, let's talk about them then. Let's talk about them and their collapse.
Segue here.
Yes, we got our next segue. The Boston Bruins, who the boys club is back. They're coming to win games. They're in the postseason, but they're barely in it right now. Last year they did not make a postseason right over here. Can the Boston Bruins do it? I'm going to say no. I have a feeling it's going to be a no.
For the hopes of the Capitals and Blue Jackets, I'll give them a no as well.
Yeah, I'm hoping. I hope they have a complete collapse. And also, it'd be funny, Brad Marchand. Damn it! You know, I just realized. Would it be funny if the Leafs make it and Brad Marchand goes back to Boston and he beats them again? Be like, it's like meet the new boss, same as the old boss.
Do you think they're actually going to trade for him?
No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. Too much of a boys club right there.
That'd be cool, though.
It would be cool, but I just feel like it's like boys club Boston. I feel like that's how I feel about this team. I know they won a cup in like 2011, but still.
That's a long time ago, Stu.
It is a long time ago.
That's half a lifetime ago for us.
I mean, we were in high school the last time. No, yeah, I was.
I was the year I graduated high school.
That's crazy to think. You were 18 years old the last time Boston won a cup, and that was
I didn't know either of you gentlemen or my wife.
Yeah, that's crazy to think about it. We're just all strangers to think about it, and also it's kind of hilarious because Vancouver lost in Game 7, and then they rioted in Vancouver because of that. That was kind of hilarious.
Yeah, that was next level.
Yeah. And then I remember Tree made a video about it like a couple years later in 2017. And he's like, and then someone's taking a photo of like a burning car. It's like, oh, Vancouver's 2013-2014 season. It's like, I support you. A-level trolling in that one. Chuck Norris approves. Yeah, so we all say no to Boston. I don't think they're going to make the postseason. I just feel like they have a weird. I don't know. I just feel like they're going to choke it.
Yeah. An unfortunate bad situation, gentlemen. The Pistons just lost to the Cavaliers.
Yeah, that's why I was going like this over here because the
Yes,
Cavaliers just won.
celebrate Cavaliers now. Da-na-na-na. Your team.
Yeah,
is
I'm excited for that potential playoff series. Just like I'm excited to see the Red Wings hopefully make it again.
But you know what's who I'm excited also to talk about? The Montreal Canadiens, the Quebecois of the French Canadiens, who are in the bubble right now. They could make it to that postseason. They could win in that postseason, but they're doing pretty okay right now. I know last time they did make a postseason and got eliminated first round. But
They made that random Stanley Cup final in like the COVID bubble, didn't they?
Yes, they did make that COVID bubble. And then the weird thing was like next year they just went like their bottom 5 worst team in the NHL.
Well, it felt like they overachieved. You know, it didn't feel real. It kind of felt like a weird COVID situation.
I mean, they did make me laugh because the Toronto Maple Leafs, because that was the COVID year, and they should have won a playoff series because it was like they had to play against Montreal, who they beat like 60% of their series against them, the regular series. They were 3-1 against the Montreal Canadiens. And guess what they did to this team?
They won it in 5 games.
No, they actually blew it on Game 7.
Oh.
And then that team made it to the finals. And it's just like, oh. I just got to say one thing. Toronto. You fucked it up. This was your best shot and you fucked it up. Oh, sorry. I had to do it. I had to shit on Toronto. This is shitting on
Such a
Toronto.
troll at heart, Stu. I'm here for
it.
Yes. I will troll on the Toronto Maple Leafs. You know, I always say it. You can't believe in Santa Claus, Tooth Fairy, or the Toronto Maple Leafs. I believe in fantasies, gentlemen.
I don't know.
But anyway, we should get back to the Montreal Canadiens. I think they will make the postseason. I have a feeling that they will make the postseason. I just think that they're going to probably do it. Now, will they make it far in the postseason, win a playoff game?
Yeah. I agree, though. I think I would pick them to be a playoff team, though.
I think probably they will be a playoff team. That's going to be the fun bet. We should do it. Like, will this team make a postseason? Will we talk about them?
I mean, I keep saying that there's 22 games left in the season, roughly, give or take a couple. But I mean, they have a 6-point lead. You know, they have 75 points. They're the number 1 wild card right now. I think they have too much of a lead. I know it's only 6 points, but I think they have too much of a lead. The final 25% of the season going in. Right now, projected they would play the Tampa Bay Lightning. I just seen the Lightning are on fire. Too much lightning under there. The Canadiens will not go past the first round if they do play Tampa Bay in the first round. But yeah, back to what you guys saying. I think the Canadiens are going to make the playoffs.
Yeah, good for you. They're the only ones that's left that's going to make the postseason in the Eastern Conference. That's from Canada, and we'll see if the Montreal Canadiens are just going to be like, hey, I always want to troll and go to Canada and be like, go to Quebec. Douglas, it's okay if you and me go to Canada, and I'd be like, I ask the Quebecers, man, I wish there'd be more English signs here.
Live your life, my guy. I might be there.
Would you just be like, I don't know this person?
I would just, most likely.
You guys would have to learn French.
Yeah, I'm doing Spanish Duolingo, but I'll get on my French Duolingo.
Bonjour, merci beaucoup. Je vous crois, je ne vous crois. Je ne sais la pas.
Muy bien. Muy bien.
Muy bien. But anyway, we'll probably end our French the Canadians, and maybe they'll do it, but I think we'll probably be one and done in this one. So we got the 2 wild card teams. Look at this. We are going in the power hour. And now we got to talk about a better team that's in New York. The Rangers, who last year did make a postseason, but got
The
eliminated.
Islanders.
The Islanders, sorry. The Islanders, a better team in New York right over here. Hold my Islanders. They got in a 5-game winning streak. They're looking good. Look at that. They're ass whooping them Rangers because the Rangers are dog shit. But what do you think? Do you think the Rangers are looking good? How do you feel about the Rangers? All right, over here,
I would say the Rangers are the worst team in the East because we talked about them first.
I mean, I know they're the worst team, but let's be honest. They had a good January. Look at this January. Look at this ass whooping.
Well, I'm giving you a hard time because you keep saying Rangers. That's what I'm doing. You keep
I'm
saying
sorry.
the wrong team.
Islanders. I'm sorry.
The Islanders, I think, have a really nice chance at making the postseason.
Yeah,
they do.
I think they could. They could make the postseason. I don't know if they'll be like the one and done. I feel like they could be that one and done in the postseason right there. But I think they could definitely make the postseason.
Well,
I'm going to stamp of approval. Yes,
I do really like the way the NHL does playoffs because it's like the 2-3 in the divisions, right? So you have like a lot of division games in the playoffs for the hockey.
Yeah, and it's basically the number one in the Metro and the other division. Got to play against the 2 wildcard teams.
Exactly. So I really like the format because it really kind of adds a lot of rivalry games in the playoffs because the Islanders would then likely play their division foe as the road team. So that'd be a tough matchup.
I mean, who are they going to play? Who do you think they're going to play against? Oh, would it be it would be the Penguins.
Yeah, like that'd be a heck of a series.
They did lose to the Penguins, though. That's not, in the early season. But they at least are coming back. I'm feeling good. It is like, I think if I had to pick it between the Islanders and the Penguins, I think the Penguins might do it. Because I think the Penguins are getting a little bit hot. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
Do you have any thoughts on the New York Rangers?
They still stink.
Yeah, the Rangers. Yeah, Rangers are not making the playoffs.
The New York Islanders.
Oh, the Islanders. I have all kinds of thoughts. No, I'm good.
You're good with that. Now I just gotta ask you one question. Like, there's one YouTuber that was called Joe Goes, and I always gotta say this, Douglas, and this is my, I always ask all the Red Wings friends right over here. Do you think the Red Wings will ever be as cool as Sidney Crosby?
Until he retires, I can't say anything positive about him, Stu. So I will say the Red Wings will always be better. Original. Is Crosby an original sex franchise, Stu? I don't think so.
Can you say something nice about Sidney Crosby?
I mean, he's one of the greatest hockey players ever. Like, it's pretty easy to say good things about such an amazing hockey player. I mean,
Yeah.
Sid the Kid winning Stanley Cups. Like, he's had 2 really elite little, like, spurts where he made a bunch, he made back-to-back Stanley Cup finals in, like, 06, 07. Did it, I think, again in, like, the early 2010s there. So, amazing player, generational talent.
It's still crazy. Like, he's still 38, and look at this. He has the team lead in points right now. Like, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah. It's a bummer that he went on the IR there, Stu. The bummer he went on the IR.
Yeah, that's the only thing that sucks. I think didn't he hurt himself? It was like a knee injury. It was like it was a lower body injury, if I remember correctly, right?
Something, I don't know, but he obviously got hurt in the Olympics, so hopefully that doesn't tank the Penguins.
Yes. But how would you feel the Penguins hold another Stanley Cup?
How do I feel what?
If the Penguins hold up Lord Stanley again, and then it's 3 times. And then
that'd be good for them. I mean, I'm not gonna hate on it. I wouldn't mind like Crosby and Ovechkin, they've been kind of the icons of their generation. So like, if either of them win the cup, just retire afterwards. Just end on a giant Stanley Cup win. Give Pittsburgh what it wants, and the Steelers can't deliver a championship.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's crazy to think about it because I thought the last couple of years of the Penguins, I was thinking they're in Red Wings territory. Their season's done. They're aging core. Somehow they got a good draft pick, and you have Sidney Crosby's looking amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying. Like, it's a pretty impressive. You have to admit how good the Penguins have been doing. Like, this has been a successful year right over here.
It's been pretty good. I mean, and I still remember when we used to call him Sid the Kid, man. Like, it makes me feel old to think about the fact that I've been watching this guy play hockey for 20 years.
It's crazy. Even my stepfather, he went to like Canada at one point, and then he saw this 18-year-old. It's like, yeah, you got to watch this kid, and he's like really good. He could be a potential future. You know what he want? It was like a G. I forgot what kind of division, like A level, like 17 level hockey, and one of them was Sidney Crosby.
That's pretty good.
And it's like, man, yeah, you would have realized that guy would have been like 20 years, been amazing. Granted, he did not win them gold this year, but that's okay. That's okay. He did win gold in 2010. Said the kid did win a gold, but maybe he can win another cup. Maybe he can hold Lord Stanley, and then I can be like, and then I can tell all the people, man, Sidney Crosby way cooler than Red Wings. Your silence tells me otherwise, Douglas, right?
I mean, I'll never agree with you, Stu. It's a terrible opinion. So I'll say on that.
Terrible opinion. Terrible opinion indeed right over here. And look at this. Now we got 4 teams left to talk about right over here. We're hitting the lightning round. And then we got to talk about, look at this, Douglas. We got your Red Wings. Look at this. I know everybody was bitching and moaning. Man, I feel everybody was like, this better be the year, Yzerman. You better get this plan right or you're fired.
I mean, even Tree agreed that he's on the hot seat. Like, you got to make the playoffs this year, if I'm not mistaken. And I mean, he's not wrong. I mean, you can't. I mean, granted, I think the pipeline is finally there. I mean, the Grand Rapids Griffins are like a historically good AHL team. And like hopefully the pipeline's strong and we keep getting good young talent. Like, that's what the Yzer plan was to really build a deep system. And so it's like he just now is building it. So I really hope this team can make the playoffs, keep this young farm system together, keep kind of getting fresh talent. I mean, then maybe we can be like the Lightning again, where they've been relevant for 10 plus years because they just, develop and retain and do a lot of things right. So I don't know. I still have a pit in my stomach that I'm like, dude, this team's going to collapse. Like, I need them to not collapse because we've been here the last 2 seasons. Think that we're going to make it, think that things are going to change. Like, this is the year that Larkin has to be a gold medalist and show that he is the true captain that's going to get us there. Like, he needs to be playing at that level right now because we need to get this out of our system.
Yeah, that's the tough part about this. I feel like that you've seen this story before. We've seen this story last year. We've seen the story before this year. Now, granted, last year you were in the bubble. And now this year, you're now number 2 right now. So I think this is a make or break it year. And I mean, I love Dylan Larkin. I think he's finally improved right over here. But I definitely do feel like that this, and I should ask you this, Christopher and Douglas, are they making a postseason? Is this the year when we get to April and talk about the Stanley Cup playoffs? Are we talking about the Red Wings? Yes or no?
I mean, they'll be in the playoffs.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think they've got decent goaltending this year. They have a couple of good goal scorers and DeBrincat and Larkin, and Kane's still pretty solid. You got Sider and Lucas Raymond still there. Like, there's a lot of nice pieces. And like I have a good feeling that they're gonna at least be in the conversation and hopefully be able to make a little run here in April and May.
I mean, I do hope so too. I think it would be kind of fun. I think it's been a while. It's been 10 years since the last time the Red Wings have made a postseason. It's kind of crazy to think about that. And I know a lot of Red Wings fans. They're not happy. They're not happy with Yzerman. They're not happy how the organization's been doing it.
I mean, it's hard to be happy when you're an 11-time Stanley Cup champion that can't make the playoffs. Like, in a game as variable as hockey, like, you should at least have one random surprise appearance there. So, I mean, it is disappointing. It's hard not to be kind of frustrated that this plan has taken this long and we haven't been relevant. And the majority of any of our friendships, the Red Wings have not been a good team.
No, Red Wings have been kind of more like the Dead Wings the last couple of days. So, but do you have any thoughts on the Red Wings? And you're going to say yes, they're going to make. I think we will. I think they will make the postseason. I think this feels different.
Yeah.
Bubble team.
I mean, it feels like we're close. Like, I don't think we're like true Stanley Cup threats this year. Personally, like maybe we could. You never know. Like, I mean, I'm not going to pick them to come out of the East per se, but I also wouldn't be surprised to see them win a playoff series or two, be really competitive in the playoffs. They have a lot of options, and they're starting to build what we've been hoping to see. Maybe they make a trade at the deadline here. Knock on wood, that'd be nice just to see us push a little bit more of the chips in on the season, but we'll see.
Oh, indeed. This is going to be the interesting part indeed right over here. And look at that. We got 3 left to go. And one of them I'm so shocked because I like to talk shit about this team. How the fuck is Buffalo so good right now? It's like, what? Because every year I feel like it's like October, November. It's like, they're hot. This is the team. They're going to look like great. And then it's just like, wow, collapse.
Yeah, I mean, they are one of the more fun stories of the NHL season as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, this is like the funnest thing. And I can't believe the ownership who owns the Buffalo Bills right over here, the Bagulas, they're not screwing it up right now. Like, what? Like, it's been like, Christopher, the last time Buffalo has made a postseason?
Ooh, that's a good question. Do you know what the answer's to?
2012.
All right, so 14 years ago, roughly.
Wow. Yeah, it's been 14 years. This team has not made a postseason right over here. Our friendship is a lot less, gentlemen, than Buffalo's losing streak of not making a postseason.
Yeah, that's an interesting stat still.
That's an interesting stat. Like, I feel like this is like weird. I feel like we're in weird territory because it's like last year they were like bottom 3 worst teams in the NHL. Now they're actually looking good. Now they actually could make a postseason. Now I could talk about them in April. What? Doesn't that feel amazing?
Yeah, it is pretty fun, actually. I hope they do it. I mean, I like to see teams that end those streaks. No franchise wants to endure that much frustration and pain and misery. So I hope that you do it.
Oh yeah. Are you have experience, Douglas, about a pain and frustrating and
I mean, Stu, like I was reflecting on just Detroit sports because it's finally back to where I feel good about where it's at. I mean, it was 10 plus years of frustration across 4 major sports. Like it's has not been a fun time to be a Detroit sports fan until about this last year and a half, 2 years. It's become fun again. Like Detroit's a sports town, man. Like you can feel like the vibes are picking up now that all the teams are getting better and things. Good stuff.
Yeah, it feels good. Maybe there might be some hope and optimism.
Mm-hmm.
But speaking of teams that have hope and optimism right over here, is Buffalo 100%? They're making a postseason. I think they are going to make a postseason.
I think they got good odds, yeah.
Will they win a playoff series? That's a good question.
Well, I mean, if they have to play the Red Wings first, that'd be a fun series. I don't know. I would pick the Wings to beat them personally, but I'm a biased Detroit fan, so what do I know?
I think I'd pick the Wings over the Buffalo. I think they're probably going to make. I think it's probably going to be the Wings, but who knows? Maybe Buffalo can do it, and maybe Buffalo can just have this weird sneaky in right over here and make a postseason on that one. And look at this, gentlemen. We've done the rapid fire. 2 more. We got the second final one. The Tampa Bay Lightning. Akina Kucherov. Amazing. Making postseasons. And I'll say this. Didn't some of them, wouldn't Akina Kucherov and some of these, like Curtis Douglas, wouldn't some of those players be a lot better in Red Wings uniforms?
What about the uniforms?
Yeah, well, you can't tell it off there, Stu.
Are you saying that a lot of these guys look good in Red Wings jerseys?
They would look better in Red Wings uniforms, just saying.
Yeah, okay, that's what he's saying.
Oh, can you hear me now?
I knew the joke is going with that one. I mean, at this point, Stu, I'm happy with our current roster construction. I think it would be nice to have a player to the level of Mr. Kucherov, but I mean, I think that we've waited when the eyes are playing long enough. We're gonna start to get the dividends paying out here, Stu, and it's gonna be glorious. You watch out for the Eicher plan.
The Eicher plan has worked, and like look what he's done with the Lightning. Granted, he left after when they won the Stanley Cups and made the postseason, but it feels weird. It's like interesting to think like this Tampa Bay Lightning team has been kind of like they won those 2 playoffs. They went to 3 playoffs, Stanley Cup playoffs. They won those 2, lost the last one, and then they kind of been like making a postseason, but kind of like.
Well, I mean, it's hard when they had to play the Panthers a lot because they're division foes. So it's like, I mean, there's only one team that can make it when your state rival is sitting there making 3 straight Stanley Cup finals. Like, I think because it was them and then it was the Panthers, right? And those have been the only 2 teams to make the finals over the last 6 years.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's the state of Florida. Like, good for you, Florida.
This has been the decade of state of Florida that's been in the NHL.
I mean, that's kind of the frustration we'll talk about next time with, like, the Avalanche having to play Connor McDavid in the first round a bunch. It's like they're one of the best teams in the league. Like, they're deserving of a further playoff push, but you have to keep playing an amazing Oilers team or a Panthers team that's won, like, the last 2 Stanley Cups. So,
win a cup.
I mean, it's disappointing, but sometimes, teams got your number.
And you know what? It's the same thing with Buffalo Bills. Win a game. Beat Patrick Mahomes. Win a playoff game.
Do it.
And do it. No excuses. You know what I say when people say excuses? That's what losers say.
Is that what you say, Stu?
Yes.
As a Cowboys fan, is that what you guys say over there?
Okay, fine.
Maybe next year we're a bunch of losers.
Fine. We're an NHL podcast, and you got to troll on me on the boys.
You brought the Buffalo Bills, so
Stu,
I thought we were talking about the NFL now.
Stu, I have a genuine mini story for you. I just transferred my best college football player into Madden like a week or so ago, and guess where I got drafted?
Detroit.
The Dallas Cowboys, Stu.
Oh.
And we stink. Like, we'll make the playoffs and we keep choking in the playoffs, Stu. Like, just like it's really frustrating. It's really frustrating. I'm gonna ask for a trade when I get home. I'm gonna go win a Super Bowl elsewhere because I can't get it done in Dallas, man. Like, Dak's playing terrible for me. He's putting up like 13 points a game. What's going on over there? Micah Parsons left us too. He was there, and then he translated.
This is a fake.
Micah was there when I got drafted, Stu, and now he's gone. Like, he left for free agency.
And you got to troll on me about my boys.
No, Stu, it's serious. Like, I want to win a Super Bowl. Like, I'm really trying to win the city of Dallas a virtual Super Bowl, but I can't even do it in a video game.
Anyway, actually, I will say this is my long shot. I think they can make the Stanley Cup. I'm going to go with the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Yeah, if I put my money on a team from the Eastern Conference, I'd go Tampa Bay in the to play for Lord Stanley. Yeah, I mean, he's the best player in the Eastern Conference right now. So yeah, they're like I said, they're electric. They're Lightning. They're Tampa Bay. I would put money on them to make it to the finals.
I mean, for me, it's between them and the Hurricanes. Feel like a coin flip. Is that our last teams, dude? We got to talk about the Hurricanes.
Yes, we will.
Let's get over to them because I think they might. I think the Hurricanes, man, they're talented. They are super talented.
It's kind of like what Tree said in his like Eastern Conference recap. They're like the Buffalo Bills of hockey, where it's like they're talented, but can they really do it? Can they?
I mean, all it takes is once, Stu. All it takes is once. McKinnon, even though they haven't won really anything in 3 years, you still think of McKinnon as being amazing and the Avalanche being a great team because they won 1 Stanley Cup. I mean, they've lost in the first round a bunch of years to Edmonton, but we're still like the Avalanche are elite.
If Bobrovsky goes to the Hurricanes, that'd be crazy. It just showed up on Stewart's screen there for a minute.
He might go to the Hurricanes. Oh, that would be interesting, honestly. But I still think
that would put them over the top, I would say.
I will say this. I think I'm going to put money. Do you want to put a dollar bet? You say the Hurricanes. I'm going to go with the Lightning. I think the Lightning.
I'm not saying anything.
Yeah, I don't want to bet this early because, like, honestly, I'm still going to probably biasly somehow find a reason to take the Red Wings, even though I don't think that's logical.
Yeah.
No. Dude,
I mean, while I would pick the Hurricanes in a vacuum, like, I'm of course going to pick the Red Wings because why not?
I mean, I'm loving the Hurricanes. I mean, they are looking good, but the only thing I'm a little bit concerned is they're great in the regular. It's like Buffalo Bills. They're great in the regular season, but can they make it to the finals? Can they make a postseason? Or is it like
Well-
when I put in my meme in my YouTube title? Are they going to have a tropical depression again?
Well, so Stu, here's the argument that I keep hearing against the Pistons making a run in the playoffs, and I do think that there's some validity to it. It was basically saying that in a lot of sports, you have to experience a decent amount of heartache to finally figure out how to break through. So maybe the Hurricanes are that team where it's like all of the heartache gets them over that hump. You know, it's kind of like I don't know, and maybe it's like the Seahawks in some way. I don't know what it is, but because they've had like a little bit of a rough go, and then they just broke through. But I don't know, Stu. It's a interesting dilemma because it could just continue to be a pattern, but maybe they grow from it. Maybe they learn how to compete more in the postseason, and hopefully they've taken something away from recent heartaches and can fuel that, to a championship.
They might go into a championship, but they could just maybe have a heartache and just like another failure. But it's going to be interesting. I feel like this is going to be. I mean, I definitely do feel like the Hurricanes are definitely locked in. I think the Lightning. I think the two teams I'm like 100% locked in. Lightning and Hurricanes. But we'll see who's going to make the postseason in this one.
Yeah.
But I should say, do you have any final thoughts on this Hurricanes?
No
Fuck
final
Boston.
thoughts for them.
Oh.
No final thoughts for the Eastern Conference.
Oh, look at that. We just hit the power hour. Look at that, gentlemen. We got it. And look at that. We were in like a shot clock right over here, and we were just like buckets. Look at that.
Good
We were
buzzer
hitting
beaters,
buckets
too.
right over
Very
here.
nice. Way to beat the
But
horn.
I will say this. So the three teams that are the Atlantic and Metro, are they all going to make the postseason? Yes or no?
No, I don't think all 6 of those teams will make it. I think there'll be some shuffling. There's always some shuffling.
Who do you think is not going to be in the shuffle? Who do you think will not make? But also, I should say, who do you think is not going to make the postseason? I think Buffalo is going to be in. I'm going to say Red Wings. I think.
I feel good about them. I mean, it wouldn't be. It's hard for me to see all the exact points. I don't know. I think once we get closer to playoff time, obviously it'll become more apparent. But I mean, there's definitely some suspects. I mean, the Red Wings are only 5 points up, and they have played more games than some teams behind them. Same with Buffalo. Pittsburgh doesn't have Crosby for 4 weeks, so that could potentially hurt them. You can make a case for a lot of things.
I think I'm going to go. I think my prediction is, I think Tampa Bay, yes. Buffalo, yes. Red Wings, yes. Islanders could bump down, but I think they're going to make the postseason. But I think they're going to be like the wild card. And I think Montreal, yes. I don't think Boston's going to do it. I think it's going to probably be Columbus. I'm going to go Columbus.
Sounds good. I'll take the Maple Leafs for $5.
Woohoo! Maple Leafs ain't going to do shit. Just saying. But anyway, gentlemen, do you have any final thoughts on this NHL Eastern Conference?
Nope. All done.
Yep.
What about you, Christopher?
My thoughts have been said. I'm good to go.
Yes. But anyway, look at that, gentlemen. We got this quick podcast right over here, hour and 13 minutes. We got the Eastern Conference right now. Now it's time to go down to next week. We're going to talk about the Western Conference. And in 2 weeks' time, gentlemen, you know what the fun part is? We're going to have some ad in March. Are you excited for some March?
All right. Sounds good, Stu. Let's roll it.
So, like as always, gentlemen, I'm going to catch you later, Mr. Gator. So, as always, take care.